Runners continuing their walk towards the tape. White flag is raised, and they're off straight into the lead. Stattler heading down the far side, followed by Tory Graf, Vanier in third, and Gentlemansgame in fourth. The Greys followed by Galopin Des Champs. Cross Hill next. At the back of the field, Streets of Doyen and the mare Tell Me Something Girl as they approach the first of 13 flights in this 3-mile Grade 1 Irish Mirror Novice Hurdle, boasting 3 Cheltenham winners. And it's Stattler over the first from Tory Graf, Vanier and Gentlemansgame, tracked by Galopin Des Champs, the quartered colours. Cross Hill on the outside of Streets of Doyen and held up as Tell Me Something Girl. At flight number 2, the end of the back straight, Stattler and Tory Graf, followed by Vanier. On the inside is Gentlemansgame, Galopin Des Champs in 5th, and then Cross Hill, Streets of Doyen and Tell Me Something Girl. Coming inside their final 2.5 miles, making their way to flights 3 and 4. And it's Stattler and Willie Mullins with the lead, linked in front of Tory Graf, Jack Kennedy, another link to Vanier and Jonathan Moore, followed by Gentlemansgame and Mark Walsh. Galopin Des Champs and Paul Townend come next. Fiddly at that flight, fumbling that hurdle, was Cross Hill and Robbie Power. Robbie in a distinguishing white cap is 2 behind Streets of Doyen, Simon Torrens, and Tell Me Something Girl, Rachel Blackmore, as they come into the straight, having negotiated their first 4. Stattler leads Tory Graf, Vanier, Gentlemansgame, Galopin Des Champs, and then Cross Hill on the outside of Streets of Doyen and Tell Me Something Girl, the back marker. Coming round the bend for flight number 5, which brings them the end of the first mile. And it's Stattler, the red cap. Tory Graf, Chickenstown colours. Right in behind them is Vanier, the Albert Bartlett winner. 2 lengths to the Martin Pipe winner, Galopin Des Champs. On the inside, black sleeves of Gentlemansgame. Final 3 are Cross Hill, Streets of Doyen, and Tell Me Something Girl, who took the Mare's Novice at the back of the 8-runner field. Coming up to pass the judge, circuit to race and the Irish Mirror Novice Hurdle. First Grade 1 of the afternoon. 8 flights left to jump. Little changes up front. Stattler leads Tory Graf and Vanier. 2 lengths back to Galopin Des Champs on the outside of Gentlemansgame, then Cross Hill, Streets of Doyen, and Tell Me Something Girl. From first to last, there'd be 6 lengths. Stattler, Tory Graf, Vanier, Galopin Des Champs, just moving forth on the outside of Gentlemansgame. Final 3 are Cross Hill, Streets of Doyen, and Tell Me Something Girl. Climbing to this next flight at the highest point of the track, it's Stattler, 2 lengths in front of Tory Graf, Vanier, Galopin Des Champs, Gentlemansgame, Cross Hill, Streets of Doyen, and Tell Me Something Girl. Pretty much in the same order from the outset. Stattler, Willie Mullins, tracked by Tory Graf, Jack Kennedy, as they head down inside the halfway stage. Vanier in third, Jonathan Moore. Galopin Des Champs, Paul Townend, Gentlemansgame, Mark Walsh, Cross Hill, Robbie Power, Streets of Doyen, Simon Torrens, Tell Me Something Girl, in Rachel Blackmore's hands at the back of the field as they go away from that flight, the end of a circuit. Stattler, Tory Graf within a length, half a length back to the third running Vanier, 2.5 more lengths to Galopin Des Champs, matching strides with Gentlemansgame, Streets of Doyen on the inner of Cross Hill, and Tell Me Something Girl. They head down the back straight. 9 furlongs to go and 5 flights left to jump. It is Stattler who jumped off to make the running. Cements a 1.5 length advantage over Tory Graf and Vanier racing together 2 and 3. Gentlemansgame on the inside of Galopin Des Champs and Cross Hill, Streets of Doyen, and Tell Me Something Girl as they jump the 5th last flight, where the leader made a slight mistake. Stattler, Tory Graf, and Vanier, they're really tightening up, heading towards the 4th last flight. Vanier is followed by Galopin Des Champs, Gentlemansgame the inside. In streets of Doyen, Cross Hill driven, and Tell Me Something Girl is starting to edge that little bit closer, coming off the back straight. 5 furlongs to go. 3 flights to jump at Stattler, Torygraph. Vanier is ridden in between horses. The rail is Gentlemansgame. Right in behind them is Galopin Des Champs. Crosshill on the outside of Tell Me Something Girl, who's closing. And relegated to be last of the 8 is Streets of Doyen. 3 to jump. Stattler a length in front. Galopin Des Champs is cutting through the field. Goes up to match strides with his stable companion. Then Gentlemansgame, Tell Me Something Girl, nudged up on the outside of Torygraph. Vanier has been shuffled back, then Cross Hill over the second last, heading for the home turn with 1 flight left to jump in the 3-mile Grade 1 Irish Mirror Novice Hurdle. It is Stattler picked off on the turn in by Galopin Des Champs, who appears to be galloping all over. Stattler in second, and then Gentlemansgame, Tell Me Something Girl. Vanier next, and Torygraph put into the straight with 1 flight left to jump. It's all Galopin Des Champs and Paul Townend coming right away from Stattler. Gentlemansgame stays on in the middle of the track, might yet play a part in the second spot, and then Tell Me Something Girl. But at the final flight, Galopin Des Champs untidy, but is clear from Stattler, and then Gentlemansgame, Tell Me Something Girl, and behind them is Vanier. It's winner 97 for Paul Townend as Willie Mullins hits the festival for 6. Galopin Des Champs has romped in from Gentlemansgame, Stattler, Vanier, and Tell Me Something Girl.